Can you be friends with your teen? That's the question. I've had parents ask me, is it okay to be your teen's friend or your child's friend? And I will start from here. It is okay to be friendly with your children, but you need to be able to set the boundaries. They need to understand who has the authority. Your job as a parent is to guide and raise responsible kids. The truth is that when they become teenagers, you do have to ease up a little bit and become more approachable and actually then begin to walk into that space of a friend without losing that position as a parent, because that's who you are first of all. But I find that is easier when the right foundation has been laid. When my kids were younger, when they were earlier in the years, I was quite a strict parent. I was very traditional in how I raised them up because they needed to follow boundaries, rules, be accountable. But I was also very attentive to their needs. But rules need to be followed. That's how I raised my kids. Now that they're much older, they're teenagers, I relate with them quite differently. And it's easier because the foundations had been set from the beginning. Values that include respect, discipline, hard work. So that made it so much easier. Now that they're much older, we have a nicer, friendlier relationship. I actually asked my kids the other day to describe me and to just tell me how they saw me. And I wrote it down. One of them said lively, energetic, disciplinarian, dynamic. I'm like, all these big words, whatever they mean. And my boy said, I'm kind, caring, energetic, and not as strict as I used to be. It changed because I find that at the teenage years, those are the times where they're exploring who they are. They're experimenting what life as an adult is. And they have so many questions. And I always say like this, if my kids are not talking to me, then who are they talking to? So I think at the teenage years are the times when we need to really open the lines of communication with our kids, step into their world and experience life the way they are. Because the truth is that teenagers don't think we parents understand their world. And that's why most of the time they shut us off. But when you step into their world, get interested in the things that they're interested in. Try and see the world through their lenses. Get involved in things that they love. If they're into sports, get involved in their sports. If they like particular TV shows, watch it with them. Whatever they like doing, going for walks or going to the movies or going out for a meal, bond with your children. Communication. It is so key. I can't overemphasize communication in relationships, whether they're young, whether they're teenagers or older. A lot of issues parents have with their kids will be halved or even solved if they have a good relationship with their kids. Relationship is so key. Not forgetting though that you are still the parent. Parents that have the goal of being friends with their kids tend to miss it, because when you're friends with your kids, if that's the core relationship, missing out the fact that you are meant to guide, meant to support, meant to put boundaries. If you miss that out, then it's a recipe for disaster. Remember that you're first a parent, but you're also available for your kids, and the relationship does change with years. So to answer the initial question about can I be friends with my teenager, I would say yes, but making sure that that relationship is first a parent and child relationship before it's a friendship. That's how I'd answer that question.